بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Today, my dear students, we have a grammatical rule and a new tense. It is not new, but we are going to revise it and we are going to add something else. We are talking about the future perfect. The future perfect is used to express the idea that an action will be completed in the future, before another event or before another specific time in the future. The future perfect is formed with will plus have plus past participle. By the time, for example, by the time my children are grown, scientists will have found a solution to global warming. Okay? Example 2. The car company will have introduced their new the car company will have introduced their new models by November. This means before November comes, they will have introduced their new models. So before November comes, this action will be completed. Okay? Do you understand? Before specific time in the future or a certain action in the future, there is also another action which will be completed or will be finished. Okay? The second idea today is using the future perfect progressive. The future perfect progressive is used to focus on the duration of an action that will be happening in the future before another time or event happens in the future. The future perfect progressive is formed with will have plus been plus present participle or the gerund or verb plus ing. Okay? Example. By the year 2025, people will have been flying for 122 years. Note that here we use for plus duration because in the future perfect progressive we focus on the duration itself. So here we use for plus the duration. Note, sometimes either the future perfect or the future perfect progressive can be used to express the same idea. For example, we can use both the future perfect, which is will plus have plus past participle, or the future perfect, which is will have plus been plus present participle or the gerund or verb plus ing to express the same idea. Here we have example. By 2022, I will have been living in Sao Paulo for 15 years. Here the future perfect progressive. Also, we can say by 2022, I will have lived in Sao Paulo for 15 years. Here it's only future perfect. Okay? The last idea with us today is using the future with the dependent time clauses. We can talk about a future event using a time clause with when, before, other, while, after, while, until, and since. We can use also as soon as. A present tense verb form, not a future form, is used in the time clause, and will or be going to are used in the main clause. For example, my father will keep using his old-fashioned cord phone until it breaks. When he finishes, example 2, when he finishes working on his invention, he is going to let me try it out. Okay? Here, note that after these conjunctions, after these time connectors, we use the present simple. Then we use the future, either with will or with going to. It's up to you. Okay? So we put after, before, while, until, till, as soon as, when, by the time. All these time connectors are followed by present simple. Then in the other half of the sentence we are going to use the future, either with will or with the going to. Okay, I'll give you an example. For example, I say, before I arrive home. This is present simple. Okay, before I arrive home, I will meet my friends. Okay, so here we use after putting before, we use present simple. Then in the other half of the sentence we use future. This time I use will. Also I can use going to. If I say, before I arrive home, I am going to meet my friends. Okay, type. If we try to use the time connectors, before, when, by the time, as soon as, until, and so on, not at the beginning, but we can use it in the middle. I can say, I will meet my friends before I arrive home. Okay, that is the end of our lesson today. Thank you and goodbye.